Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is for Phonies Talking Titans. And tonight it
Yeah, boy.
is schedule time. The schedule was just released, fellas. How y'all doing tonight before we get into this schedule?
Doing
Doing
well,
good,
doing
doing great.
well.
Yes, sir.
It's good
Yeah,
to see
man.
you boys again. You know, we talked through text going back and forth, different topics in our text, but it's good to see y'all's faces
Same to
tonight.
you, brother. Same to you, bro.
You know, our other phony is missing tonight. Tori, he's doing what he does best. He's coaching. He's
Shout out to
coaching.
Tori
He's
and his
coaching
track
track
team,
tonight.
Rockville. Was it Rockville Middle? They have a
Rockville
separate.
Middle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Rockville
Rockville
Middle.
Middle.
No, the track team overall is doing well this season. I know Tori's group has a chance to do something he's never done before. I don't know exactly what that is, but I think it's going good for those guys, guys and gals.
Let's
So
just say he's doing well.
yeah.
He's
I
doing
don't
Yeah,
make me
yeah.
lie and say I know what it is. I don't know what it is.
He's competing for the national championship. No, I'm playing.
I don't know what it is.
yeah, yeah. So,
Oh,
But
man.
well,
get them right, coach.
let's jump into this. You know, let's just go through this schedule and Titans week one opponent will be the Giants coming to the Titans
All right.
stadium. Woo, man, the Giants, you know, just, they have Saquon. Don't really know if Daniel Jones is going to be the quarterback, who's going to be the quarterback, but the Giants coming in, and it's surprisingly, it's a late kickoff. It's a late kickoff, Corey. Are you going to make it?
Late kickoff. That is a long time to wait for a football game on an opening weekend. I know Bobby Thomas and his crew have a nice tailgate. So the
Mhm.
challenge will be not to partake in the festivities too hard so that we are ready to go, to report live for this game. I'm excited about this opponent coming in here. More so than I was excited about Phoenix coming in here last year. Giants coming off a 4-13 record, and who's going to play quarterback? Daniel Jones. He has talent, but
Yeah.
he's yet
Hadn't
to
put it
really
together.
put it all together and let loose. I don't know if they're keeping him from doing that in the limited offense or what, but they got Saquon back. He had him back,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Have we hadn't faced Saquon before?
I don't think we have.
Not that I can remember.
I can't remember playing against him. So yeah, I'm excited about this New York Giants team coming in here on the first game. Late kickoff should give everybody a lot of time to get ready for the game. That's what I'll say. Yes, sir.
Rick, how do you feel about the late kickoff? And surprisingly, this game will be televised on Fox.
Yeah. I mean, kind of what Corey said, the big build up leading up to it, the anticipation, the anxiety, just leading up to that late kickoff, because I'm sure folks will get out there and start tailgating by 7, 8 that
Right.
morning.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's
like
going to be
it's a noon kickoff.
right. It's going to be an all day party. You know what I'm saying? As long as the players don't get too involved in them tailgating activities, I think we might be all right. We'll be all right.
Will you be making it to work the next day?
You know what? Like I said in the group text, I'm going to go probably when we get off this and look at the PTO calendar. And if the 12th is wide open, put me on it. Well, I'll put myself on it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take that day. I need that.
Nice.
Man.
Now,
Should be a lot of fun.
let's move to week 2. We knew this
Now,
early
can I
in the
say?
week. Go ahead.
Can I say something about week 1?
Yeah.
I do not think we'll have the same outcome as last year's week 1.
Oh my gosh!
Thank you for that input. We're with you. Okay, Corey.
Oh my goodness!
Now we're moving to week 2. Another rematch. Monday Night Football. We go to Buffalo and play the Bills. And the Bills, they are they have a lot of revenge on their mind against us because they have been basically given wins by the media the last 2 years playing us in prime time, and we've smacked them. We have smacked them. Rick, what do you think about the Bills Monday Night Football?
It's prime time. That's what all the Titans fans ask for. Want that nationwide. What is it? Just to be noticed nationwide or whatever, and just having that opponent, they already locked and loaded, having them that early in the year, and it's going to be huge. That's going to be a huge test early in the year.
Right.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one as well. Kind of set it. No, I won't say it'll set the tone for the rest of the season, but it'll be a good benchmark to see how we perform against those guys that early.
Nice, good early test.
Yeah.
Nice early test, but we still got a lot of weeks to play. Corey, what's your take on week 2 Monday night prime time?
Man, I think that's a big testament. This matchup on Monday night's a big testament to both teams. But I'm especially proud that the Titans get this game because that just lets me know everybody else recognizes the matchup. Everybody gives Buffalo their respect. We always talk about the lack of respect or whatever, but this is, don't know where to run, nowhere to hide on Monday Night Football. You got one of the best young quarterbacks in the game, Josh Allen, playing lights out all last season. I expect him to pick up where he left off. And then you got this Titans team that's pesky, finds ways to win. You got Derrick Henry back in front of the national audience early in the season to see if he's the same back or not. The lead up will be pretty big to that. So that's an exciting game to have on Monday night.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. What is it? Bills Mafia. Their fans.
Oh yeah,
Bills Mafia on Monday night is gonna be rowdy up there.
Man,
yeah, they're gonna be rowdy.
It'll be a beautiful night in Buffalo.
Yes,
we need to come out of that one with a nice showing. I'm excited for that game.
Right. Now we move to week 3. We got the Raiders coming.
Raiders.
They coming to town? The Raiders coming back?
It's always
coming
fun
to town,
when the Raiders come to town.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna see. Let me see if Ricky remembers this. Ricky, it was some years ago. Me and you went to a game and we were playing the Raiders, and we were in the end zone. And that guy, for a Raider fan, got kicked out of the game right after kickoff. He was so drunk.
Yes, he did. I remember it. Man. They gonna show up and show out, man. I remember.
They are definitely a team that shows up wherever they're playing. They got national fans.
Yeah.
They got local fans too. They got one local fan in particular.
That's why I said national. National means everywhere in the country.
Everywhere.
Right? Everywhere in the country.
If I see that little twin, that doggone Eugene Porter leading up to this game, he just lights Facebook up, man. He just somebody tag him, get him on this chat right here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say something to him right here in the chat. But he goes hard, man. He goes hard on the off season and in season. So that a week of Titans with them coming here, I can't imagine what it'll be like.
Oh yeah, we're gonna hear
him. Oh yeah,
several.
And they of course they upgraded, getting Adams at receiver.
Oh,
it's gonna be.
They'll have Waller, Renfro. Jacobs as running back. They're loaded.
Guess who else they have?
Who was that?
On defense.
Golly, why is his name escaping?
Chandler Jones.
They have Chandler.
Your boy Lawan.
Oh, that guy from week 1.
Lawan may not sleep. Lawan may not sleep that week. Lawan may not sleep.
Oh, you gonna pull a G, man. He's gonna have a hurt ankle that week.
So look, that's an early test for him. So hey,
Chandler Jones. I think it's redemption time. I mean, Lawan was hurt. We know he was coming off the knee. We know he's a better player than what he showed week 1 last year. So maybe he has this game circled, I would think, to try to get back
Right.
I'm pretty
on
sure he
channel.
does. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
it does.
But
too.
yeah, that the Raiders, it's always fun to play the Raiders with their offense to see how our defense is. That's 2 tough games back to back. Really on a short week also. So that's a tough game coming off of Monday Night Football. Let's move to week 4. We go to Indianapolis to play our nemesis, the Colts.
Yeah.
It's always good when we play the Colts. You know, they've changed the Matt Ryan. You get to see Simmons versus Nelson in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's just Colts week. You know, you can catch them on Twitter talking trash. You know, basically, right now they're paper champs. Everybody's giving them the AFC South.
They are.
What's y'all, you know, Colts early. So
we got to hit them in the mouth early and claim the division. You know, we'll get to it, but yeah, getting them that early, that's a statement game. We need to go up there and win, set the tone for the division to let everybody know that, hey, you still got to come through Tennessee. So I think that's a great opportunity to get them early and kind of set the momentum, you know, within the division.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Huge game. You hear the chatter out of Indy already. I heard it last week. It's a breath of this quarterback's a breath of fresh air. You know, Matty Ice, breath of fresh air. That lets me know that he's a professional. Probably something they hadn't really had in a while. A true pro quarterback. I thought about it. He's gonna give them a better look. You know, the more I think about the Colts, they already concern me every week anyway. But now you've got a what should be an upgraded quarterback. You still got that beast, the running back. That offensive line is always there and playing well. The defense is always strong. So Colts are a formidable opponent for the Titans, a great measuring stick. Going there, playing at their place, that's going to be a tough game for my guys.
All I can say, yeah, I think Matt Ryan's probably a little slight upgrade than Wentz. He doesn't do as many bonehead things, but you know, they were happy when they got Wentz last year. Overall, really, Wentz stats weren't that bad. He just made some bonehead decisions at some bad times in divisional games. That's what killed him. But all I can say, hey, if that front seven that we got get to him,
pressure bust pipes.
Ain't nothing he can do. Ain't nothing he can do.
And that's one thing. He's not as mobile as Wentz. Wentz will hurt you. He'll break containment. You know.
True. Good point. Now we go to week 5. And it's still hard to say this. The Titans at the Commanders.
At the Commanders.
Commanders, you know, and we're playing Wentz. We just talked about it. We will be playing Wentz. Yeah. He's a Commander now.
That is true.
Washington, solid defense.
Yeah.
Actually, their offense, skill player wise, they have good skill players. It's just they as my cousin said, who is a Washington fan, he said they had a high school quarterback starting. So that's an issue if you have a high school quarterback starting.
Yeah. Yeah. I think for the Commanders, it's kind of a redemption year for their defense, you know, because they were projected to be really good last year, but they fell off. And I think what's his name got hurt. The young dude from Ohio State.
Good
grief.
God, I can picture him. I would have known his name. I can't
Yeah,
think.
but he
The
got hurt.
defense, yeah,
So that D line, they pretty tough,
they
like you
pretty
said, on
tough.
defense, and they do have those skilled players, those speedy guys. So that'll be a tough little game in itself.
One thing about the Commanders game, with it being up there, that could be a good road trip for the Phonies because we actually have places to stay for free. We got lots of family up
October
there.
9th.
Family up there, and if we decide to go do something live, our producer is up there. So
Yep.
that
Pencil that one in right there.
That might be the one. That might be the one.
Could be a good road trip.
Yeah.
I get.
Or you got anything on Washington football team, Commanders?
I don't. I was trying to remember who the running back was for Washington. They got it.
It starts with an M. I think he played at Memphis.
Okay, so no, I don't know him.
McKenzie. I think it's McKenzie.
Yeah.
Oh.
They got a couple running backs.
Yeah.
Decent. If they still there, if both of them still there, it was a little double.
It was another one also.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch them often, but we move on to week 6.
We got to win those kinds of games. I mean, I don't want them to sneak up on us or anything like that. But yeah, if we're in the tier that I hope we're in, as a level team that I hope we are, we take care of business in Washington, and that'll be a good road trip for the Phonies.
Yeah.
Week 6, we get to relax. We're at a bye this year. We got an early bye. Last year we had the late bye. So how do y'all feel about an early bye versus a late bye?
I don't really care for it, to be honest.
You don't care for the early?
I don't care for that early bye, man, because I don't. And it kind of depends on how your season going. If you're losing, you kind of look forward to that bye to regroup. If you're winning, it mess up your momentum. So it's really tough. But that early, I think about injuries. I think more so than anything. I like that late bye because you might have some banged up guys, and then they get that extra week of rest late in the year to kind of help them recover a little bit better. So that's the main point of why I like that late bye.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Rick. That's what I was thinking too. That the injury part of it.
And I see that word bye. I used to care when it was. I don't care anymore. But it used to be kind of a positive, and I know the guys need it. It'll, like you said, Rick, guys get hurt, guys need a break. Where it falls in the schedule right now, I'm kind of indifferent to. It fell to us the last time we saw a bye. That next week we were not victorious. And that was in the playoffs. We had a bye. So when I see bye, it correlates to loss right now. But traditionally, we've been we've done really well after a bye, and I think we'll get back on track with that. So, maybe we need that bye before that week 7 divisional game against the Colts.
Well, since you segued into the week 7 game, we are playing the Colts, and basically we have one game in between the Colts games this year.
Yeah,
we're getting the Colts out early. This is early. I guess we kind of got them out early last year too, because late in the season they got on a roll. They got their running game going. They became the scary hot team late in the season. They were going to win the AFC South late in the season by the way they were playing. But, of course, they had Wentz at the helm, so that didn't happen. But, how y'all feel playing the Colts like this close to each other?
Only thing I say is you beat them twice at early. It's uphill for them. Whoever lose, if we split, okay, you still got a lot of season left, and you're still fighting it out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're basically even what it is. But if you win both of those games, that's huge, man. That losing team has an uphill battle for basically the rest of the season. That early, and you still got 10 weeks left. So
you're two games back. Yeah. You're right.
So yeah, man.
That's funny, man. Because if you think about it, okay, we played the Colts twice in 3 weeks, but we hadn't played Jacksonville once. And I don't know what the Colts schedule is, but they struggle with Jacksonville, right? They struggle with Jacksonville. It's just, and so, not only are they circling the Titans, but they still got to beat Jacksonville. Jacksonville put them out of the, from going to the playoffs last season.
Right.
And they've got a terrible recent record against them. So, as far as mind games and interdivision, we're not that's who we look at, but they got to still, I know that everything's measured on beating the Titans, and we measure things on beating the Colts because that rules the division, but they still got to get past Jacksonville. So I need to look at their schedule and see where that Jacksonville game aligns with when they play us.
Right. It could be, that's something to look at. Next week, week 8, another divisional game. We go to the Texans. And this is one of those games that if we're coming off a big victory from the Colts, that's that.
Can't have that let down.
We'll let down. And, this is their quarterback's second year. Well, midway through the season he started, but he
played well.
He looked real good. He looked real good. Yeah. Although we have his former OC now with us, but he played well. I looked at his highlights. He can spin the ball. He wasn't highly drafted, but he can spin the ball and make the right throws, and he moves well in the pocket.
Yeah.
Man, when I watched him play against us, I said, "This is a quarterback." He's a quarterback. He's the pick you make, and then once you've seen him play in a real game, you got something. That's why it makes sense some of the moves that they didn't make, because they believe in Davis Mills. Is that his name?
Right. Yeah. Davis Mills.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's the thing, man. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't matter what their roster is. The Texans seem to play us close regardless. So, I don't even know. I know they got Brandon Cooks and him, and may have gotten a running back or whatever. But, I just feel that, like I said, regardless, we got to still show up for those games. Like you said earlier, those are games that we have to win, especially considering what we'll get to with the rest of the schedule.
Right. and that in the division. And now we get to this is that conference that we got this year. And we play the Chiefs. Prime time, Sunday night football. Last year we played Sunday night football. It was great. So we need another game like that. And what is it? The last 2 times in the regular season we've beaten the Chiefs. I think we're pretty good against them in the regular season.
Man, last season, the performance against the Chiefs was unreal.
Right.
Unreal. Yeah. By our defense. Well, we hold them to what?
3?
3?
About 3 points. Yeah.
That's amazing. I don't know how they top that, but
we set the blueprint. We set the blueprint for other teams, because I think they struggled after that loss.
No. I think that's when they turned it around.
Seriously?
I think they got hot after that. I think they got hot. They may have struggled 1 or 2, but after that, they got hot.
Okay.
Because, man, what was it? Them in Buffalo in the playoffs? That was that shootout.
Oh yeah.
They started scoring after we held them to 3, and And we don't have to defend Tyreek anymore. That is a blessing. He is a man. He just a jitterbug moving out there on that field.
Oh, he different. So yes, prime time.
Yeah, they went on a run. They did go on a run. The next couple games they scored 20 and 13. But after that they did go on a run.
Yeah. But
yeah, man.
Well, when you play good, you get rewarded with primetime games.
Yes, sir.
This is a game. Broncos and Titans. They have Russell Wilson now. This is kind of a game I wish was in Denver. I wouldn't mind visiting Denver again. But
man, me either, man. Me either.
I wouldn't mind visiting. But the Broncos, solid team. Now they got a quarterback. They brought back the I can't think of the running back name.
They signed Gordon again?
They re-signed Gordon, but and they got the Williams guy.
Williams from North Carolina.
They got him, so that's a good two-headed monster for them at running back.
Yeah.
But, I saw someone post that Titans usually play good against Russell Wilson. So that's a good thing.
Man, I was thinking about this off a comment you made in the chat the other day, Tay. And are we putting too much on our defensive line? Too many expectations?
We got to. No, seriously. We got I'm just going off of what they did last year.
Yeah.
And then to actually have a healthy Bud Dupree, I'm gonna put pressure on them. I'm gonna put the pressure on them, and then in the middle, David Long Jr. is coming back healthy. Cunningham will have a full season with us.
Yep.
And that front seven's got pressure.
Yeah.
It's like we
got money.
It's like really at the first of last year we put pressure on Henry to perform.
Yeah. Now you're right. You're right. You think about that's a big money line. That's a big money D line. Yeah.
It's a lot of money on that line, so they got to perform.
They got to perform.
They have to.
And it's probably a 1-year window with this line because they got to pony up money to pay Big Jim.
I don't think so. Is it?
You don't think so?
Because Bud,
no, he'll be franchised next year. It's the year after.
Who is that?
Big Jeff.
You think he'll be franchised?
Not franchise. I mean, next year they signed his option. They picked up his option.
Right.
So that's for this season, right? Or not? Is that option for this season?
No, next season. His 5th year. But they could sign him.
Right.
But they'll pay him for next year. But then the contract won't kick in until 24.
Okay.
So they could work out a contract this coming off season, but the contract won't kick in until 24. But yeah, we probably got 2 years with this line. And some changes could happen next year just to purge money, but I need this D line helps. By what they did this past year, this D line will help our DBs.
For sure.
Right.
For sure. Yeah.
They will help. Next, we are back in prime time on Thursday night.
Wait. You saying we take a week off? Well, not a week off, but we play Denver and then we come back to prime time. So we got the Sunday night game, play the Denver Broncos, and then we right back. Man,
short weeks.
Thursday.
That's some short weeks.
Wow.
Thursday night game against
Titans
the Packers.
Getting love for the Titans getting love.
But that's
love.
I see that's hard to go Sunday night Then you play Sunday afternoon. Then you got a Thursday
And
night
Thursday.
game.
Yeah. Yeah. But speaking of this Packers game, I hate going to Lambeau. I have we won in Lambeau recently? I know we don't go often.
Can't remember. I see. Yeah.
What just now picturing it. Of course, he's no longer with the team. He wasn't there last year. All I think about is Adore getting roasted. Man, they knew that man wasn't ready to play, man. But
Adams was roasting. Adams was roasting our whole team out there.
Yeah, it was, man. But
so Adore, he's still with the. So he'll be here. He'll be playing against us week 1 then, right? He's still with the Giants.
He may get
cut.
He may get cut.
He got to make it out of camp, but given that he makes it out of camp, I think he'll be the cornerback for the Giants. It'll be a homecoming. You think they'll? Nah, they won't do a homecoming.
No, they ain't. No, we definitely won't go to homecoming for him. You know what he does? He owes
does the stadium cheer if they announce a defense day? Does the stadium cheer when they announce Adore?
Absolutely,
man. I'm gonna clap for Adore. I gotta give him some
for what? What did he do?
He played corner for us in the playoffs.
What did he do? What do you mean he played all right?
As a first round pick.
I'm gonna say this. He missed a key sack being timid in that game.
He's a little timid.
He was being headlights. Move on from Adore. We got the Packers. That Rodgers is almost like he's almost like Brady. It don't matter who his receivers are. He's gonna work some kind of magic.
And I'm looking for them to fall off a little bit.
Didn't the last time? Didn't they like third string running back run all over us or something crazy?
That Dylan dude. Dylan may have. I think Dylan did.
We couldn't tackle him.
Yeah, you absolutely right. He was bullying us, man.
Yeah.
It was bully ball.
He was.
So, yeah. But different squad. I feel it's super early. But I feel pretty good about that one. I mean, super early to be predicting something.
Right. Yeah, we ain't gonna predict this early.
Yeah.
Prime Video.
Next, we got coming to town them Bengals.
Revenge,
playoff
baby.
Rematch.
If they ain't up for this game,
yeah, right.
They should be up for this game. I predict that the lineman who talked so much after that game won't be on that squad.
He's not.
Is he already gone?
No, he's not. They did not. I don't think they re-signed him.
That dude stayed in the league for a minute.
We might need him back.
No,
he got to catch hands if he comes back. It's gonna be in house. It's gonna be in the locker room.
Every practice, man.
No, he don't want to fight.
This is a. I know it's a regular season game, but this is a Tannehill redemption game right here.
For sure.
This is he got to guarantee no turnovers in this game.
Man,
man, it'll be interesting when we get into the season and see what the passing game looks like and see if we see any effects of the new coordinator, and will we still blame Tannehill for all of for those interceptions and how he played that last game?
Yeah, we still gonna blame him. Yeah, he's still gonna get the blame for
that last game. He still gets
the blame for it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
until he prove it in postseason.
Right. Until postseason. I don't care what he does in the regular season. He can light it up, but in the postseason, he has to. For me, he has to get us to the AFC Championship game. For me to change my tune about it right now.
All right. Off subject, real quick. Atlanta named their starting quarterback today.
Marcus. Well, you know what?
Oh, y'all calling him Marcus now. All right. Y'all calling him Marcus now.
Wait till
Mama
he
named him Marcus. We go call him Marcus.
wait till he play. Yeah, well, you can name your quarterback right now, and his backup is a rookie. What are you gonna do week 4, week 5 when
I think
when he's hesitant to throw because his players got a little bit of coverage on him. But they not on our schedule, so we're gonna move on.
Yeah.
So after the Bengals, man, these guys they set this schedule. They knew what they were doing. We go to Philly.
Dude, we got storylines all over the place.
Mr. AJ. Oh man, that's going to be 13 weeks in, and I wonder.
Don't say it.
How
Don't say it.
AJ's going to be adapting to those Philly fans that call in on the radio and be on his Twitter page. So,
oh man,
I just wonder how he's going to adapt to that. And also week 13, will Jalen Hurts still be starting at quarterback?
Week 13.
I will say no. I predict no.
So, but Philly's a good. They definitely have good receivers. Their tight end starts with a G. I can't pronounce his name. He's real good.
Oh yeah, he's good.
I like
that offense is all right.
The offense is good. Our running game not consistent, but
I hope AJ is healthy, man, and plays that game against the Titans. Cause I think that just makes it more interesting. Makes it, I like to see what the DBs when he catches the ball, how they match up as far as trying to get him on the ground. He'll be extra motivated to play his old team. So I unless it was a really serious injury or something, I foresee him being out there. So
true.
That'll be a good storyline for nothing. Nothing else.
That's storyline.
Terrence Johnson on the chat says, "Forget AJ. If you're not with us, you against us." All right, T. All right, Coach T, we got it.
Yeah. We got the Bengals, then the Eagles, the league. They knew what they were doing right here. They knew what they were. And then after that, we have week 14, Jaguars come to town. And I'm predicting with the new head coach, they will be by week 14, definitely, I would think they would be a more improved team this year.
Yeah, that's the point I was going to make. I know we getting the Colts early, the Texans once early, but, having the Jags late, that may not be beneficial this time.
Nope.
Because they might start gelling by then with the new coach, like you said. So, it's going to be interesting again. Yeah.
I think we all know Trevor Lawrence, man. I just think he's a difference maker. And I just can't foresee him he's going to do something special at some point to somebody. It was hard to beat them. I know we beat them. We beat them pretty good that last game. I thought we would, I think my preseason prediction is they would split with us.
Right.
But
yeah,
I'm going to move that prediction I'm not making predictions, but Jacksonville, I was about to say it again. Jacksonville, they're going to be much improved. I
didn't look at what they've gotten, but if they got a line to protect him, he's going to be pretty good. He's got potential to be.
Yeah, that's huge.
And then he'll have Etienne back. He was injured last year, so that's kind of a safety blanket from him from college.
Yeah.
So the Jags in week 14 may be interesting.
It might.
And week 15.
I wonder did they pay that receiver all that money just to get AJ out of the division?
Nah,
they that smart.
Nah, they were just silly to just pay him. That's the Jags.
But did you hear going full circle around that how Philly wanted dude? Christian Kirk. Philly wanted him, but he priced himself out. They wasn't gonna pay him that, so he ended up going to Jacksonville.
Wow.
And now they pursued AJ, obviously, because they didn't get dude.
And they had to pay 20. They had to pay 25 million.
Yeah,
and you know, you look. I know AJ missed some games, but you know, him and Kirk's stats were similar last year, and Kirk was the number 3 receiver on their team. Number 2, number 3. I can't remember. Maybe the number 3, 2A, 2B. So now we're going to the Chargers, not San Diego. We're going to LA. LA Chargers. Man, they got Justin Herbert, great young quarterback.
Yeah.
This is going to be an interesting game. My thinking is Herbert going to become a nemesis with the Chargers like Phillip Rivers used to be with us? It's like we could never beat Phillip Rivers when he was with the Chargers.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, the kid, he's good. You know what I'm saying? He's creeping on up to elite status, you know, with the numbers. You know, they haven't that division has been tough with Kansas City and then of course, and I guess they go back and forth with the Raiders and Broncos. But yeah, man, getting there, it's always a tough game against the Chargers, and
hopefully you mentioned that division. Hopefully, you know, in the meantime, you know, that's kind of late game. Hopefully they're kind of beating each other up at that point. But you know, we tough. We got some tough games too.
Did they do a lot of offseason moves? I mean, don't they got like they go get a bunch of pieces?
They picked up Khalil Mack. I know that.
Oh,
defense.
Yeah, I think they may have added a couple more pieces on defense.
They did, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember who they were, but yeah.
But, you know, offensively, they were pretty good with that Austin Eckler.
Oh, yeah.
God, I can't think of the
receivers. Williams still there.
Williams and
they got Mike
Williams.
Keenan Allen. Yeah, I was gonna say Keenan Cole.
Got a nice squad.
Yeah,
man.
Nice squad. Just made bonehead decision by the coach late against the Raiders.
They lost to the Texans late, didn't they?
I think so.
Last year, I think they lost to the Texans last year.
Yeah, but whatever I forgot what he did late against the Raiders where they didn't get into playoffs. That messed them up. Now we're at week 16, and it is Christmas Eve, fellas, and we have the Texans.
Oh, wow.
On Christmas Eve, we have the Texans.
On a Saturday.
Gift us a win.
I'll have a Santa hat on watching that game.
That'll be a great, you know, Christmas Eve is always that time.
You coming home?
Family and to have some spirits and have some nice food. Has yet to be decided if we are making it home this year. So, you know, that may be decided at a later date. But
might have.
Wait a minute, fella. That is a. Can we consider that to be prime time? Also,
no, because it's a noon kickoff.
But it's on a Saturday.
Like a double header, won't it? You know how they play them Saturday games late.
On the schedule.
No. Here's what they're doing. I think they're gonna have a regular schedule on Saturday, Christmas Eve, but on Sunday, Christmas Day, they're gonna only have 3 games. 3 games that are gonna be played on Christmas Day. So Saturday is really considered like the regular scheduled day.
Okay, so there'll be plenty of
games. Normally they wouldn't even, because normally they kind of don't even play on Christmas Day. They kind of let the NBA have that day, but this year, they're gonna play those 3 games on Christmas Day. So yeah, that's kind of the regular. That's not a prime time. That's a noon game.
Gotcha. Well, I don't know. I don't think we know what Houston is. But I just think they'll be improved. I mean, they 4-13 last season. At least they know who their quarterback is, and all the Deshaun talk should be over.
Yeah,
but Look, they got rid of their coach. They really, they record was terrible, but
Right.
They competed.
Yeah.
And they got rid of their coach and got, who is it, Lovey Smith now?
Yeah.
Lovey was on the staff, so it should be some continuity.
It's like we said before we started with the Jags, with the Texans. You would think the only way they can go is up with the records that they had last year. You would think they would go up. If they go backwards, something ain't right. Week 17.
Oh, another stadium filler.
We have
can't stand it.
The Cowgirls coming to town. And that week, I will be hearing a lot of noise from my brother Rendell and my cousin Hal. And y'all know Hal as something else, but he's got on that week, he will be called Hal Hating Ass Less. You will hear a lot from him, Hating Ass Less, on that week. He's already started talking. He said he's definitely going to be in the stadium to see Parsons earhole Derrick Henry. I told him he better not be hitting Henry that high.
He's too late.
It ain't going to happen. He better go low.
Too light. Yeah,
he better go low.
If he catch him behind that line of scrimmages, he'll get him. You better catch him before he get them big arms. You got to use them arms to get you up off of him.
But the Cowboys will be coming to town, of course.
Prime time.
Another prime time game.
Yeah, that is another prime time game.
Man, so can we say that the Titans have their fair share of national exposure this season?
Yeah,
we can't say
nobody can complain. Nobody can complain about it.
Wow,
nope.
That's awesome.
That's what we asked for. What the fans asked for.
It's what you asked for. Now we
got the coach of the year. We got the coach of the year.
Now what you gonna do when you there? When you there, prime time. Everybody's gonna see Nashville. Nashville's gonna be on. Everybody always want to come to Nashville anyway, but
be another.
Now you see it.
Man, I got a question for y'all, fellas. I got a serious question for y'all. How do you think going into this season? We hadn't even hit camp yet, but what's the psyche of a Ryan Tannehill coming into this season with what's occurred, the last game he's played, hearing all this noise? I mean, how much of that do you think? I know the last game affected him because he told everybody, right?
Right.
But as far as the draft, having this kid in the back, backing you up, and all the media about not being a mentor, all that, how do you think that affects him going into this season? And the fan base, because is his leash as short as a regular quarterback? If he goes out there and throws 3 picks again,
they can't pull him. They can't pull him.
But the fan,
if Malik plays lights out in the preseason, and Tannehill gets in his head and makes bonehead decisions, it's gonna be pressure to pull him. I don't even want to go down that path because I don't want. I mean, he's got to win games for us.
I think his motivation will be, I'm honest. I go back and forth with the question you just asked, because 1 minute I say he's gonna stink it up. His confidence is shot. And then I'm like, okay, he's motivated to prove that he can play real well, and he's motivated to let people know he can play, longer than this year coming up, or the 2 years that he got left on the contract. So I think I'm kind of leaning more towards him being motivated to get out there and ball out because he want to extend his career more so than anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I am right now. Just almost like he's auditioning. If his leash might be short and he may only be here, another year or two, but I think he can kind of look at this year as, okay, if they don't want me, I'm going to audition for another team, and just move on once again. So I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I think the fan base is kind of like you, that right now is split, and the ones that aren't liking him by the season, they'll be like, okay, he's our quarterback. I'm a Titans fan, so I got to get behind him. I think it's affecting him, but it could possibly make him play looser, to be like, I really have nothing to lose. Everybody has no expectations from me this year, so I'm just gonna go ball out. And I think that he is. I understand what he was saying, but him saying it out loud, he's not that type of quarterback that I think he wants that kind of attention.
Right.
If it was somebody like
tactful.
Brady, if it was Brady or Rodgers, somebody like that, they don't care about what you're saying about me. I don't think even, he's already said he's thinking about in therapy about the loss. So that was extra attention that he didn't need on him at that time. Which that will definitely, in the next couple of months, it'll blow over. Then when training camp comes, it'll probably resurface, and then it'll blow over real quickly.
Can I make a point? And I really, I'm kind of ashamed of myself, to be honest, for being kind of hard on him, because dude really kind of saved the franchise a little bit.
It is so, what I'm saying? In quick fashion, everybody forgot what he done, man.
I guess I see where you're saying that, but we
was trash.
We were. You can't say we were trash. We had actually went to the playoffs.
We did with Mariota.
We went to the playoffs.
Passed to himself type stuff.
But I think it's more of, as a fan, you can kill in the regular season.
Yeah.
Which he killed the first year, then next year he did. But last year he didn't have a great regular season. But it's those last 3 playoff games.
True.
That's your last memory.
That's his legacy right now.
that's 3. You look at that 1 year we got to the AFC Championship. Those first 2 games, he threw the pass deep to Raymond, but those first 2 games was all about Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
those first 2 games were Derrick Henry. Yeah. When Henry was shut down, he didn't get it done against Kansas City, and then Baltimore the next year at home, he didn't get it done. Cincinnati at home, he didn't get it done.
But you out there, and when I think about Tannehill, man, I think about the fact you had all those guys, all those receivers. And I've said this before on the same, we've talked about it before, but you had guys that he repped out with all summer, rep. You got the Julio, you got AJ, you got Mike, the Johnson guy. And one by one, Batson, one by one, they all started going down. All of them went down. All of them. Then you look up, and now we're talking about NWI all the time. We're talking about I can't even remember some of the guys that was out there.
Fitzpatrick was out there.
Fitzpatrick, who got cut. Fitzpatrick was on the practice squad. He was happy to get back to the practice squad. Chester Rogers. And those are your main guys. And so there's no continuity.
No tight end.
Corey. But the thing is that's the thing. I see what you're saying. No continuity with those receivers at the time. But we still went 12-5.
Still went 12-5.
We still went 12-5, but those you remember those 3 interceptions were horrible interceptions.
Terrible.
If it was, I would not be as hard on him if it glanced off of AJ
deflections and all
or something like that, or they tipped the ball at the line of scrimmage or something like that.
Yeah.
See that first play?
They were first play of the game, first play after halftime, and the last throw of the game. That's what makes it.
It wasn't the first play after halftime, was it?
Yes, it was his first throw.
Not after halftime. Please don't say that.
His first.
I thought we was in the red zone. In the red zone.
No, his first.
Dude jumped a hitch when we was in the red zone. Sometime in the game.
I remember that corner.
That was his first throw.
Safety one.
That was his
first throw, not first play. First throw.
His first throw.
So they should have kept running. Okay.
Yeah, because we were running.
He was running. Man. See, that play right there. That play was tendency, man. That's film study.
Let's move on. That's something that we talked about afterwards. Just real quick before we move on, you talked about the short leash. I don't think he'll have a short leash like when he came in and Marcus was playing, and I basically said, if Marcus is playing bad after week 4, he's gonna get benched. But it'll end up being like week 6. But I don't think he'll have a short leash like that this year.
Did Marcus get benched, or did he get hurt?
He got benched. I know you want to take up for him, but he got.
No, benched. I don't. I mean, I'm just saying. I didn't know if he got benched or got hurt.
All right, we got one more week. Week 18. Titans and Jaguars, the end of the season.
Hopefully,
that's what are we playing for a playoff position.
I hope one is locked up and we're playing for a position.
Yes,
if anything.
See, yes, exactly.
I hope we already won the division and the game don't matter.
That would be good too.
Would y'all want to play for a bye?
No.
I think I want to play now. I want to buy. I want to buy.
I don't want to buy.
I want that first. That buy.
That buy don't help. If you hurt, a week ain't gonna get you nothing. A week just get you going to the beach and unplugging and coming back and stinking it up.
And if we make the playoffs, Corey, you brought up Tannehill. All this stuff that we just talked about will come up. Every news media, local, national, will bring up what he's done in the playoffs.
We don't even know what he's thinking. Like
I
know he said something about therapy and that stuff. But what if in his mind he was wronged by the Titans? What if he's just upset? And he's got all these different gripes about.
The thing is, I saw a report that his camp went to the Titans wanting an extension this year, and the Titans would not talk to him.
Yeah.
So that and that kind of stuff. That stuff you taking into the season with you. You lost your main receiver. You got a brand new. Rookie who we're depending on heavily to fill in the gaps of somebody that changed the game, a lot of games for us. Character. Yeah, so he's got to come in with a whole. His mind has to be right.
Yeah, because
he works for him.
He might blame the Titans now for AJ being gone, not having money. Because he could have. He probably thinking, okay, I'm gonna offer this extension to take off some of this cap money. They could offer AJ or something. I don't know.
And it might play into that. He restructured his deal, right?
Yeah, last year for Julio, but that's
Julio.
That's what got us. He could be thinking, okay, I was wrong by the Titans, but it's happened 2 straight off seasons. The report was we were trying to get Wilson or Watson. The year before, we tried to get Brady. So he knows he's an average quarterback. He knows what he is.
But when he got here, he wasn't average for us. He was average where he came from. At Tennessee, he had a brand new slate. He didn't have any pressure on him. He was a backup. And when he got in, he maximized that opportunity.
He still, even if he was an average quarterback coming from Miami, when he got to us, he was an average quarterback.
But he didn't have average stat for us. He had top of the league, better than Mahomes type stats.
But when you list the quarterbacks,
he got paid like a top tier quarterback.
Man, I sent that to y'all. We had no choice with the options that we had that offseason. That offseason was trash with free agents. Winston, Bridgewater, it was trash. We had no choice.
He got paid after. I mean, he got paid after he lit it up for us. 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. Why would and before he got paid, what did we do? Before we decided to pay him, what did we do?
Paid Henry?
No.
Oh, no. Or what?
No. We checked the gauge on Tom Brady if he would come.
Oh.
we were trying to get Tom Brady before we decided, okay, because I'm pretty sure Vrabel talked to Brady and Brady's like, I'm going to go. Probably told him I'm going to go to Tampa. And then all of a sudden, okay, we're going to pay you this money. Sometimes players just fall in a season and get paid a lot because there's no other options. There's no other options. I wasn't just like, okay, we shouldn't have paid him. Who else were we gonna pay?
True.
Tannehill, Derrick Henry, those style of plays and what they do worked better together than when one of them's not there so far. Right? The play action, the threat of having Henry back there. Hell, Henry got hurt this season. I ain't talked about him. The Henry not there. And then the receivers not there.
That's a whole
he got a gripe.
That's a whole different show.
Then you lost your OC.
Who lost their OC?
Titans. He has a new OC this season. No, I'm talking about Arthur. I'm talking about Arthur being gone. I'm saying Arthur left. Henry got hurt. A carousel of receivers. All of them get hurt. And you bring in other guys. These are practice players. And he probably played down to that, he has played exceptionally well with his guys.
You said, Ricky, this is what I'm gonna go to. This is what I'm gonna go to. You're saying he playing down to the players that he had.
I'm thinking,
but this is what I'm gonna go to. In training camp last year, Ricky sent the message. This is training camp. He's throwing a lot of interceptions.
A lot of picks.
He sent that interception.
I remember it like yesterday.
He sent that. So he sure did. We got 2 good years of Tannehill, and he went back to Miami. And Ricky saw it in training camp.
Man, that's all.
See, this show has taken a turn. This show has turned. No, I got something out of you. You don't believe in our quarterback going into the season. Shit, all these games, we may need to go back through start of week 1 and talk about wins and losses. No,
we ain't talking about wins or losses. I ain't saying I said what he has shown in the playoffs. I ain't saying he hadn't had 2 good years of regular season. Last year wasn't terrible, but he had some games where there was 3 and 4 interceptions that, like, who in the hell are you throwing it to? I don't care. I don't care who you got.
You better
as receiver. If you throw it straight to a linebacker, that's terrible.
You saw that happen.
That's terrible. We lost the Texans game because he kept throwing interceptions. We lost the Patriots game because he kept throwing interceptions.
All right, where we at?
All right. Now we done got to the end of the season. Guys, give me 3 games. The 3 games that you're most looking forward to this season, other than divisional games.
Buffalo, Bengals, Chargers. All AFC. Buffalo, early measuring stick. Bengals, revenge. Chargers, it's later in the year, and I think it's just going to mean a lot for placement in the AFC. That's my 3.
Corey?
Well, I'm looking forward to the first game so I can see what they working with. So even though I'm not excited about New York Giants, I am excited because they shouldn't be that good, and maybe we can get a win. And I'm hungry for the NFL season to kick off. So I'm looking forward to the first one. I am definitely looking forward to the second one, primetime Buffalo Bills. And I'd say I'm looking forward to seeing what we do against Kansas City under the lights.
All right. Definitely. Man. I'm going to go Kansas City, Cincinnati. I'm going to go to Cowboys. Just because I don't like them. I was going to go Philly, but I'm going to go to Cowboys. Those are the 3 games that I'm definitely looking forward to. Yeah. And before we get out of here, give me 1 game that you want to be at this year. You want to be in the stadium.
Ooh. I think I want to travel. Is it a traveling game? Do it matter?
It don't matter what game you want to be at.
Man, I think I want to be at probably at that Kansas City game in Kansas City.
Woo. You just want to go and
I want to see that. I would love to see that atmosphere.
Kansas City barbecue. That's all you want to do.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Oh yeah.
Good point right there.
Give me that Washington game because I've never been to DC and I want to do a lot of stuff. So I'd make a whole,
You make a whole thing
about
it.
Yeah.
Give
be there
me
at
Philly
least
if AJ
2 days early.
Philly if AJ help.
Philly.
Give me Philly. That's where I want to be. I know those fans are gonna be crazy, but give me.
Yeah,
Philly.
I almost said Philly. I was scared.
But yeah. Well, fellas, that's the schedule. We're gonna be out of here and we're gonna give y'all core. We got to get a show on Tannehill's mindset. What's his mindset? We'll get that together. And
I'll work on getting him on the show, man. We're gonna ask him.
Yeah, get him on. Get him, man. I ain't gonna be on that show. He'll be
when is mini camp? June? When are they in camp? We need the first.
We got rookie camp coming up.
We got rookie camp
tomorrow.
Friday. Rookie camp Friday. All Titans fans do not overreact to Malik throwing in shorts.
A receiver showing out.
Yeah, don't overreact that a receiver took 180 yards in shorts. Do not. Just sit back, watch the highlights, and let that be it. But we're gonna be 4 Phonies out. We out.
We out.
Peace.